Hello, this is Hiroshi Yamazoe. I recently purchased an aerobike. The reason why I purchased an aerobike is because I wanted to create an environment where I can easily perform cardiovascular exercise on a daily basis. Cardiovascular exercise is said to improve not only physical health but also mental health. This is because cardiovascular exercise produces a neurotransmitter, serotonin, which makes us feel positive and active. And cardiovascular exercise also has a positive effect on the brain, improving cognitive function and memory as well. I am living a very low activity life due to depression, and I have always wanted to be more active. Also, I am learning English and I wanted to make my brain more active as well. So I wanted to create an environment where I could easily do cardiovascular exercise on a daily basis that would be effective for those things. So I bought this aerobike last week and installed it in my room. I heard that exposure to sunlight also has a positive effect on the mental health. So I set it up near the window so that I could get some sunlight. And then I started an experiment of doing about 2 hours of cardiovascular exercise every day. So in this video, I will share the results of this experiment. At first, I started doing 30 minutes of cardiovascular exercise every morning immediately after waking up. I get a lot of sweat from a heavy cardio workout first thing in the morning, and then I take a shower. I have made that my daily routine for the past week. Then I was able to start my day feeling very fresh and filled with energy. This was a very surprising and delightful discovery. I have always felt terrible in the mornings, but by starting my day with 30 minutes of cardiovascular exercise, the morning discomfort disappears. And then immediately afterwards, I took online English conversation lessons, and I find that I was able to speak English in a smoother and clearer way than usual. So I immediately felt that cardiovascular exercise made me filled with energy and improved cognitive function. So it is so simple, but I realized that just only by doing the exercise reduced my depression to some degree, and I realized the importance of exercise once again. So I reaffirmed that the physical body is connected to the mind. For example, no matter how much we agonize in our minds, how much we fell into severe depression, how much we want to die, how much we think our thoughts are absolute and will never change, we are still under the influence of the neurotransmitters in the brain. And if the balance of the neurotransmitters in the brain changes through exercise, our thoughts will change as well. I think that is true. So I would suggest that depressed people try at least once to do sufficient cardiovascular exercise that makes you sweat a lot. An aerobike is not always necessary. For example, jogging outdoors is another good way to get cardiovascular exercise. However, I have realized over the past week that 2 hours of cardiovascular exercise every day is too much for me. I also walk about 8,000 steps outdoors every day in addition to this, and this has been exhausting. I feel very refreshed by this, but I am too exhausted by this routine. I want to write books, make videos, and do some projects besides exercise. but I have not been able to work on these things. I realized I need to find a balance between exercise and my other activities. I think 30 minutes of cardiovascular exercise right after I woke up in the morning and 30 minutes of cardiovascular exercise in the afternoon would be just enough for me. So I have decided to do about an hour of cardiovascular exercise every day from now on. And I decided to quit the gym I had been going to twice a week. So as for strength training, I have decided to do push-ups and sit-ups in my room for about 20 minutes once every 2 to 3 days. I will report regularly on how my physical and mental condition changes as a result of this modification of my exercise routine. By the way, the aerobike I purchased is called RENPHO AI Smart Exercise Bike. The price of this aerobike was about $500. I would not intend to advertise this product, but I will introduce it briefly just for the purpose of informing you about the aerobike. This aerobike is very compact and works with a smartphone app via Bluetooth to create various exercise programs. The pedals load automatically changes depending on the course and program. The number of rotations, resistance of pedals, and calories burned are displayed in real time, and a tablet can be placed in front of the machine so you can watch videos while exercising. I will probably use this aerobike until it breaks because it is very compact, easy to use, and convenient. There are many aerobikes much cheaper than this one that cost around even $100 to $200. I think an aerobike is a very useful item that allows a person to get daily cardiovascular exercise with a sufficient workload. Even if a person is in a Hikikomori state, it will be possible to do cardiovascular exercise with a sufficient workload by this. So I think it is a very good item that improves the quality of life. I wish I had obtained such an item earlier in my life. And by the way, in my last video, I said that I was going to start working to get out my isolation situation in Japan. The plan is moving forward, although very slowly. I am reaching out to various people via the internet. No one has actually met yet, but I am sure that one day I could meet someone in person. I will also report on this activity in other videos sometimes. So in this video, I talked about the aerobike that I recently purchased and its benefits. Thank you for watching. If you are interested, please subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video.